It was a quiet evening. He made his tea, read a few pages from his favorite book, kissed his wife goodnight, and went to bed just like any other night. But he never woke up. No pain, no cries, no signs of struggle, just a silent passing in the middle of the night. To most, it seemed like a peaceful way to go. But what if it wasn't just old age? What if the habits that seemed harmless were quietly writing the last page of his story long before he closed his eyes? Tonight, we whisper truths the world rarely dares to speak aloud. Because if you're over 65, what you do before bed could mean the difference between years of life and a quiet goodbye that comes too soon. Welcome back to Whispers of Wisdom, a space for reflection, peace, and the kind of knowledge that doesn't shout. It settles in your heart. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, or if you love someone who is, this message is for you. We're not here to scare you. We're here to honor the quiet power of awareness. Because aging isn't just about years, it's about moments. And sometimes, the smallest changes at the end of the day can offer the greatest protection. The truth is, aging with grace is not just about walking slowly and smiling more, it's also about paying closer attention to the rhythms our body now moves in. Those once small things we used to shrug off can begin to ripple outwards. So tonight, let's walk through the gentle path of evening habits. Those calm routines we often don't think twice about, but that can quietly influence our heart, our breath, our brain, and our longevity. Let's begin with the first one. The silent strain of a lonely night. There's a kind of loneliness that settles not in the morning, but just after the sun sets. You sit with your thoughts, and the silence wraps around you like a heavy blanket. Many older adults don't speak of it, but nighttime is when memories return, regrets echo, and unspoken grief finds its voice. And it turns out, the body hears it. Studies have shown that persistent nighttime loneliness in older adults increases the risk of heart disease, insomnia, and even cognitive decline. The heart doesn't beat the same when it feels no one is listening. If you've been going to bed feeling emotionally isolated, even if you're not physically alone, it matters. Your body knows. Because emotional connection is more than a want. At this stage of life, it's a need. One that softens the nervous system, calms the breath, and soothes the mind. What to do instead? Something simple. Call a loved one before bed. Keep a journal beside your nightstand. Listen to soft audio letters from family, or play recordings of loved ones' voices. You're not meant to carry the weight of your years in silence. Let your body know. It's still heard. Let your soul know. It's still seen. Number 2, overheating the heart. That warm bath before bed, the heavy blanket, the room set just a little too toasty. It sounds comforting, doesn't it? But after 65, the body doesn't regulate temperature as easily. And what feels relaxing can actually raise core temperature, interfere with deep sleep cycles, and overwork the heart. One study from a sleep clinic in Helsinki found that older adults who slept in rooms warmer than 75 degrees, 24 degrees Celsius, had increased nocturnal heart rate variability, putting subtle but chronic stress on the cardiovascular system. Our hearts, after all, were not made to sprint through the night. This is especially important for those with pre-existing conditions like hypertension or atrial fibrillation. The body needs to cool to enter deep sleep. Without that drop in temperature, the brain stays alert, the muscles remain slightly tense, and true rest is never reached. Instead, aim for a cooler sleeping space, around 65 degrees, 18 degrees, to 70 degrees, 21 degrees. Use layers you can peel off, and give your body the calm signal it needs to truly rest. Cool air, in fact, tells the brain, it's time to repair, time to heal. And that's exactly what aging bodies need most. Number 3, the midnight snack that steals sleep and safety. That bowl of cereal, the cookie you quietly eat standing in the kitchen, even that so-called healthy fruit right before bed. After 70, our digestion changes, insulin sensitivity drops, And late-night snacking doesn't just disturb sleep. It can lead to silent blood sugar crashes that strain the heart and interrupt vital REM cycles. The body, while resting, is supposed to be in a state of healing, not working overtime to process food. Not to mention, certain late-night snacks can also increase acid reflux, especially in a reclined position. That reflux may not always wake you, but your body still senses the discomfort. A calm stomach allows the heart to relax, the brain to detoxify, and the immune system to repair. What to do instead? If hunger hits late, reach for something light and calming, like chamomile tea or a small handful of almonds. Let your last meal be at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, because healing begins when digestion ends. Number 4, the blue glow that aged his brain. He scrolled through old photos, read the news, watched one more episode on his tablet. But the light from these screens, blue, cold, and artificial, was quietly changing the chemistry of his brain. Melatonin, the body's natural sleep hormone, begins to diminish naturally after 60. But when you add screen exposure late at night, that production can drop to nearly half. Without melatonin, sleep becomes lighter, shorter, and less restorative. But there's something even more worrisome. Recent findings from neurology journals show that disrupted melatonin cycles in older adults are linked with a faster progression of memory loss and even dementia. There's also the emotional stimulation, bad news headlines, social comparison, or even just visual clutter that keeps the brain alert long after the screen goes dark. What to do instead? Begin a screen-free ritual an hour before sleep. Read a paper book, listen to soft music, or simply sit with candlelight and tea. Let your body return to the rhythms it once knew, long before screens. Darkness is not the enemy. It's the invitation to rest deeply. Number 5, the thought that was never spoken. This one isn't about the body. It's about the soul. There are things we carry to bed each night that have no weight, but press heavy on our hearts. Words we didn't say, apologies never given, gratitude left unspoken. The older we get, the more these moments define us. And yet, so many go to bed each night thinking, I'll say it tomorrow. But one day, tomorrow doesn't come. Emotional unrest creates physical unrest. Stress hormones surge, the heart beats faster, the body tenses, even in sleep, and no pill, no supplement, no perfect diet can replace the peace of a cleared heart. So tonight, if there's a thought that's waiting, say it. Write it. Speak it aloud to the night. Because sometimes, peace is not found in silence, but in expression. And sometimes the most healing thing is a whisper to someone you love. We all age, but how we age is shaped not just by medicine or genes, but by moments. The quiet choices made after the world slows down, the rituals before sleep, the thoughts we cradle, the peace we allow. Every night is not just an end, but a beginning, a reset, a sacred hour where you can either let your body sink into stress or rise into restoration. So if you're watching this and you're over 65, or someone you love is, remember this. You deserve a night that doesn't just bring rest, but renewal. You deserve to wake up with clarity, with calm, and with one more day full of meaning. If this message stirred something in your heart, share it with someone you care about. Let this be the gentle reminder they didn't know they needed. And if you'd like more quiet wisdom like this, whispered with care, join our family here at Whispers of Wisdom, because aging isn't the end of the story. It's the most sacred chapter, and how you end the day shapes how long and how brightly you live. Sleep gently tonight, and live brighter tomorrow. Until next time, Whispers of Wisdom.